Recording now. All right, so go ahead and start on your mats. And let's just go ahead and lay on your backs to start, because I know many of you have been sitting, and personally, I just think then to start seated would be painful. And go ahead and just start to wiggle your tail a little bit. Find your coccyx. So we'll start just by rooting down into the other aspects that we talked about last time. And then move it on up into the, you can actually use your hands to palpate inside the hip bones a couple inches. Just tap where the ovary points would be, or for the men, vas deferens. The loop comes right about the height where the ovaries would be if you had, so I call them the male ovaries. So just tap a little bit there and just start to feel that liquid second chakra-y idea of moving from the tail, pelvic floor. I didn't talk about the pelvic floor. So find your pelvic floor. Sorry, I missed that one because I was moving furniture. So you can go back to the pelvic floor and breathe into your pelvic floor. Feel your pubic bone, into your right sit bone, into your tailbone, into your left sit bone, and find that diamond. Breathe into the whole right pelvic half, the left pelvic half. Just find that a little bit just to orient so we have the base for the rest of the practice. And then allow that sense of my pelvic halves as I rock maybe from pelvic half to pelvic half, breathing here, letting it be nice and juicy in there. And then now tap into where the gonads would be, the ovary points or the vas deferens. And then from there, just allow you, I'm going to start with my right. My right fingers are on my right ovary point, just to slide my right leg out from that gonad and bring it back in. Take that a few more times on the right, just connecting the heel of your foot with the gonad point there, second chakra. And then try your left foot, play with that a little bit, just to connect to the foundation before we move up. A few times with the left. And just have the memory now, just rest your hands on those points right inside your hip bones. Just have the memory that this was your second kidney. The ducts here were your kidneys at one time. Now take the hands up a little bit higher, kind of right inside, below your ribs, kind of inside a couple of inches from your side bodies, and just place your fingers a little bit inside possibly. Like if I had a six pack, which I don't, before I get to that six pack, right in there, and just palpate gently and see if you can ask your kidneys to present themselves from the front body. Can you find a place where those kidneys might be? And some of you may be really in tune with your internal organs, so you might say, oh yeah, there's my kidney. And if you don't have enough confidence or belief that that can happen, whatever you feel, if it says that's my kidney, just pretend that it is, go with it. What if it's right? And now allow yourself to have that conversation between your kidneys now and either your ovaries or the vas deferens if you're the man. Maybe rock side to side, feeling the lateral spiraling around with that spiritual spine, that notochord energy up the middle of your body is. We'll talk about where that really is in the body another day, but right now just Remember that spiritual spine that's the center of you, that was the center, the middle body of you. And now allow yourself to feel that sense of your right kidney into your right knee, and just allow that right kidney and right knee to roll the knees to the side, to the right, and feel your left kidney and then your left knee to bring yourself back to the center. Let's just take it to the right a few more times. Just the right kidney, the right knee, or maybe the right knee and kidney moves you out to the right, and then the left kidney and left knee will bring you back to the center. Play with that on your own. And as you allow yourself to play, just moving the legs to the right for right now and coming back to the middle, you might actually feel that sense of your kidney moving all the way down into your right foot. And then your left kidney moving into your left foot. Let's do it a couple more times. And then just stay in neutral with knees straight up. Before you do the other side, let's come to standing and just see if there's any difference now in the body. Notice if one side feels different, it may or may not, depending on you. Does one side, and go ahead and feel free to take some movement here after you've done your just standing and feeling. And if I'm moving too fast, slow down, okay? Don't have to do everything all the way as fast as I'm going. And then maybe just take some movement and see how it's different. Kind of take this waiting room feature off of here. Can you feel that propulsion of the kidneys and maybe even moving up to the top of that adrenal? And we've only done one side, so I want you to see if there's a feeling of asymmetry here for you. What's the direction of that kidney, knowing that we only did the right side for you? And then go ahead and nice, everyone. Come to standing and then come back to the floor. And we'll do the left. Palpate both kidneys because we'll be using both of them. And then when you're ready, take as much time as you need here, because really this is in a real exploration of this, it just takes time, at least for me. Allow your left kidney and left knee to roll to the left and your right kidney and right knee to bring you back to center. Let's take that a few more times. Notice that this side is different. If one feels more present, one feels a little bit more foreign. And then when you're done, come to the center and just take a moment and feel. Notice if you feel any more aliveness, any more sense of movement, even in the stillness. And then you can either just roll around and move from here, or if you want to take it back up to standing to do a more of a true A-B, just see how does it feel now? How does your relationship to your center line? And then what moves? What feels like movement to you? What wants to move, if anything? It might be big, it might be small. Your sticky mat might be in your way. It might be too sticky. You might want to get off the mat for a little bit and try some other things. Just to feel where the kidneys and just that place. of my kidneys. Nice. Let's go back down. Come to standing. Find yourself. And then let's go back down to all fours now. And start to feel that sense of your pelvic, your tailbone. So really free the tailbone, kind of like we did last time. And now breathe into that pelvic floor. Feel how it's different, how the tail and the pelvic floor, how they move differently, how they take you into different places. I'm feeling right now my tail is really asking my spine, but my pelvic floor is really asking my hips and my legs, inviting my hips and my legs. So now, start to feel that pelvic floor. We're going to move into the pelvic floor as the foundation. Feel it moving up into the gonads. That circular snake-like flow moving up into the gonads. That spiral. And notice where's your head? Are you looking down? Are you looking up? Just notice where your head is right now. You don't have to answer, but I just want you to observe. And where's your mind? Your mind's eye. And now feel that propulsion, like it just needs to move up and express. Can you feel it moving up into the kidneys and then into the adrenals? How does that move you here in all fours? Does it change how you move? Does it want to go somewhere? Does it want to stay? How does it want to go? How does it want to stay? And just notice if anything changes in the position of your head or your eyes. And then just come to fours again. And just notice, how does your back feel? Now work a little bit more with prana and apan. Inhale, you bring your body forward, chest to belly, and then exhale, belly to chest. So inhale from the top down as you bring the body up. Exhale from the bottom up. Right up the center between those two kidneys right now. So we're going to find that sweet spot. Inhale between where that kidney energy was. So now I'm working the space, that line that goes down into my bladder, into my uterus, into my rectum, into my prostate if I'm a man. Inhale, chest, belly, all the way down into the bladder, rectum, prostate, uterus. Exhale, bring all that base up. And now go ahead and, as you inhale forward, now exhale, slide back from your adrenal, your kidney gonad as you slide that right leg back. And then inhale, bring it back up to fours. And then exhale, slide your left leg back from that gonad, kidney, and then inhale back up. Take it again, exhale back. And then as you inhale, bring your head up as well. And then exhale, slide it back. Notice, where does your head want to be? Slide it, keep alternating sides. One more time now as you inhale, and then exhale, slide your right leg back, and now rotate from the gonad and the kidney into the bladder as you place your right bum on the floor, and then keep spiraling over to look around you, and then back with the breath. Unwind yourself back to fours. Let's just take that side again. So slide the right back, spiraling from the gonad kidney all the way around. Feel that spiral around the bladder, and then move it back around, bringing it back up, unwinding. We'll do it one more time to that side. Spiraling it around, and then back up, unspiraling take a moment, curl the toes under, slide into down dog, and take a moment and feel in symmetry. Inhale, exhale, draw the abdomen up. Inhale, chest, belly, pelvis. Exhale, pelvis, belly, chest. The end of your exhale, feel free to draw the abdomen up for Uddiyana Bandha if that's appropriate to your body today. If you're on your cycle, maybe not so appropriate. If you're pregnant or trying to get pregnant, not appropriate. If you just ate something large, not appropriate. And if you're just not in the mood, not appropriate. And then inhale back to fours. Exhale. Inhale up. Now slide that left leg back. Spin from your ovary open to the kidney. Keep taking it all the way around. And then spiral it back the other direction. I need to move because I'm running into my wall. Back up. And then exhale, slide your left back, opening it up. Feel that spiral. Let your eyes take you now to include that adrenal gland. Bring it back around. So keep your eyes connected to your feet now as you bring it back up. So there's direction, there's motivation. This is where we're bringing in the third chakra and getting out of the second is it brings in that vision. It brings in our sense of our eyesight. Like, where am I going? When you're in second chakra, you're not going anywhere. You're just hanging out, enjoying the lush surroundings of water. When you get into the third chakra, now where am I going? What's my intention? My will, my determination. Okay, just do one more, just because using the eyes now to really bring in that sense of the third chakra, the adrenal, bring it back up, and then curl the toes under. Stay with that idea of the navel center by allowing your vision to allow your gaze not to be uber focused, not to be crazy eyeballs, but how can I have my eyes light up? The light in my eyes, the light of what I'm seeing the light of my own intentions. So I'm bringing that light force, that life force into this inhale, exhale, draw the abdomen up. Now, many of you have done these types of practices where I'm bringing down prana and apan, meeting and making a fire in there. Yeah, that's happening. But we can also do it from a more enlightened point of view in that we're bringing in another energy. We're acknowledging the sense of the vision. We're acknowledging these other aspects of ourselves. A couple more breaths here. And let's go ahead and come down to child's pose or roll onto your back for a moment and just take a moment to feel, have some experience of your own energy for a moment. And because that was something kind of new, possibly, I'm going to ask now if anybody has any questions or comments about what we just did before we move on. I want to get a read of the room here. I'm not seeing anybody move, so I'm going to say you are question-free, or at least don't want to go there right now, which is fine. Okay. Great. So move back up to down dog. I'm going to take a couple, right leg up into three-legged dog, and now finding that place from the ovary into the kidney, into the adrenal gland without crunching in your kidneys, without crunching in your back. Can I keep it spacious as I open my hip to Kriyangasana? And then exhale, can I keep it spacious as I navel radiate, bring everything into my navel as I bring my knee forward. As I inhale, feel space in my kidney adrenal opening, rotating from there. And then exhale, bring it back as I bring my knee forward over into that plank. Again, inhale, feel that knee, kidney, adrenal, ovary, vas deferens. And then exhale, navel radiation, bring it into the body. We'll do one more. Inhale, open it up. And then exhale, bring that leg all the way through to the lunge. back knee off the floor, feeling that space now all the way from that back foot, my left foot, pumping that fluid up into my pelvic floor, into my gonads, moving up into the kidneys, and my adrenals takes it out into my vision. So now I'm feeling like my whole self involved as I rock back and forth, going all the way to the tippy tiptoes of that back foot, all the way out my eyes here. Eyes can be soft, but they're present. There's a presence. Then release your left knee to the floor, right hand to the outside of your right knee, and slide now that kidney space in your back down. And now allow yourself to put some space here in your kidney adrenal. As you inhale, top to bottom, exhale, bottom to top. Couple more breaths. Inhale, top to bottom, exhale, bottom to top, which would be chest, belly, pelvic floor, legs. Exhale, legs. Well, you can just do pelvic floor, belly, chest. One more breath. Tuck your right leg over. Come and sit on your bum. Roll down onto your back and take it through the pole pose now. Breathing in, top to bottom. Inhale. Exhale. At the end of your exhale, at any time, feel free to draw the abdomen up for more of that concentration of your vayus, concentration of the prawn and the prawn and the apan, bringing it together with a little bit of a squeeze, a little hug of energy there. Inhale, exhale, draw the abdomen up. Feeling the space for your own fire. Loving the light of who you are. Loving the fire. Knowing that we have that capacity to digest our stuff. To digest our life, our food. Taking this time to tend to our fire, to say yes. And even if we have a lot of fire here, tend to the fire. Know how much to put on and how much to not put on. Know what to put on and know what not to put on. If your fire is really happening, probably not a good time to throw some kerosene on there. Unless you want a bigger fire that's kind of more raging. One more breath. And exhale, go ahead and release your left foot to the floor. Come back up. Rotate yourself around to your left. Hands to the mat. Tuck your right toe underneath. Slide it up and send it into a half lotus, downward facing dog pose. And then release your right leg back up. And can you find that length supported of the notochord in your spine? Building on what came before, your first chakra, your second chakra, and now the middle. So instead of letting my energy leak out my front, I keep my energy contained in my torso, in that line. So I'm not breaking my back here as I arch my spine and I'm not breaking my back. I'm not breaking my fire. I'm not compressing. I'm making space for my own light. And then release your leg down to downward facing dog. Left leg up into three-legged. And now open. And can I open without breaking my back? Can I open without smashing my adrenals? And then exhale, navel radiate, bring everything forward. Nose to knee. Inhale, open it back up. And then exhale, bring it through. Navel radiation. So I'm bringing everything to my navel. From my navel, I bring it out now, feeling it through my limbs. Exhale, bring it through, changing the cueing now, because we're warmed up in the organs, to that navel radiation. So all my 6 limbs expand, and now not all my 6 limbs contract or condense, but some of them do. One more time up, and now exhale, bring it through, right left foot to the lunge, back knee of the right off, peeling through the feet, all the way, feeling that from that bottom point of your foot, your right foot, all the way up. See how far it goes? And can you invite it to go further? So you invite eventually, mine's still kind of stuck in my second chakra right now. There we go. If I can invite it to come up higher, breathing life force, light into my kidneys and adrenals, and let that express out my eyes so it just doesn't burn up in my back. The thing about adrenaline is it's a power to be used. We call on adrenaline because we need to do something in our external world, yeah? We don't need a lot of adrenaline to meditate. So when we are calling up that adrenaline, calling up that navel fire, that navel area up where our adrenals live, let it express through our eyes so it can shine to our next step. It's about action. Release your right knee down, left hand to the outside of your left leg, slide your left kidney down, breathe in, put some space into that left kidney adrenal region. You can also feel that connect into your gonad. Inhale top to bottom, exhale bottom to top. So even though I'm doing the breath pattern that's going to bring my prana in and my apana up to meet the prana, it doesn't have to be aggressive. It can be one just to tend to the fire, to help regulate my fire. Is that possible today? And if not, then do a different breathing pattern. But see if it is. You might surprise yourself. And maybe you'll surprise yourself, but not today. Maybe today's, well, I know what this is. We'll honor that. So if you are counting your breaths, you'll be inhaling and exhaling about the same amount right now. So if I'm inhaling 6, I'm exhaling for 6. Drawing the abdomen up at the end of your exhale if you like. Now go ahead and roll over onto your right side. Cross your left ankle over. Feeling that sense of space in the back where your kidneys and adrenals are. Letting them to rest on the floor, and then bring your leg up through the whole pose. Inhale top to bottom. Exhale bottom to top. About 6 counts in, about 6 counts out. If you can, do your best. If you can go longer than 6 counts, do it. And if my tempo is too fast or too slow for you, adjust. Adjust for yourself to make yourself comfortable and supported. Couple more breaths or one more breath, depending on how fast or slow your breath is. I'd be in this yoga class, I'd say a couple more breaths, and I would have sometimes I would have, if I'm breathing really slowly that day, I barely would have gotten through one breath by the time we're flipping to the other side. So I know that's painful sometimes. Don't feel like you have to keep up. Just do what it's not about keeping up. It's just honoring your own breath rhythm, please. When you're done with the breath you're on, and take your time, go ahead and release, right foot to the floor, come on up. Roll over onto the right, hands to the mat. Going to curl your left toe, your right toe underneath. Inhale and exhale, slide it up into a down dog with kind of a half lotus type scenario. It's not really half lotus, but I think you'll see what I'm talking about. Then release your left leg up. And then open it up. And then are you arching your back here? Can you find that notochord inside? Can you find that fire in that central channel? And let's not put it in the spine for right now. Let's find it in that deeper center channel in the middle of you. Somewhere closer to the front of your spine than the back of your spine, if possible. Release your left leg down. Take a moment. Inhale 6, exhale 6, draw the abdomen up. Come up high on your toes, bend your knees, lift your sit bones and heels. And then inhale, and if you want to jump your feet between your hands or walk your feet between your hands, great. If not, that's fine too. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, chest to belly, exhale, belly to chest. Release the hips down, the arms down. Inhale, come up through to chair pose. And then exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips into chair. Inhale, all the way down, chest, belly, legs. Exhale, legs, belly, chest. Can you feel yourself navel radiating, even though your body's not moving in chair pose? Can you find that light of the navel informing and supporting your head, your tail, your hands, your feet? And what about your eyes? Are they involved? Because if they're not involved, then something else is picking up the slack for your adrenals, and they're not fulfilling their expression. And then inhale, come on up. And then exhale, float the arms down, take a moment, stand. Don't close your eyes this time, and just feel, can you find a soft focus, but a vibrant focus? Great. Nice. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, over. Feel that navel radiation as you bring yourself in. Inhale, navel radiate, so the head moves away from the navel. Exhale, jump or step back into plank. Pour the weight onto your left arm. Inhale, right arm up. Can I feel from my navel center, my right arm going over my head? And then exhale, bend my elbow, bring it in. So I'm navel radiating. I'm even in a turn there. And then inhale, open. So my right arm and my right hand, as I inhale and exhale, are moving around my navel. Then I stay there and take my top leg, my right leg. Inhale and then exhale. Can I bend my knee into my navel? And then expand, take it out. So find this bending of the knee and straightening the leg as a thing of navel radiation. One more time. Woo, I'm falling over. Navel radiate, navel radiate. And then hands to the mat. Right leg up into three-legged dog. Find that sense of space. Space around my kidneys and my adrenals. From that navel radiation, I bring my body through to warrior one. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, float the arms down, clasp the hands behind you. Inhale, open the chest. I'm going to feel that radiation from my tail and my navel and my head. And then exhale, down. Can I find all this as I move my body up and down now as an expression of navel radiation as I inhale. Chest to belly, exhale, belly to chest. This time, stay down. Still inhale, chest, belly. Exhale, belly, chest. One more breath there, depending how fast you're going. Release your hands to the small of your back. Let them float down. Straighten your front leg if you can. If not, keep it bent. Right hand to the inside of your right foot. And then from your navel, inhale, open up into triangle pose. And then exhale, bring your arm down towards the floor, your left arm. And then inhale, bend your left elbow as you peel it up. And then exhale, this time bend that left elbow in from the navel. Inhale, bend your left elbow up as you extend. And this time exhale, swoop that arm down. And notice the difference in the quality. As you come up, always come to that bent arm for right now. Play around now on your own. Have your own exploration of this navel radiating triangle pose. I'm just going to stay here, feeling my navel radiating. Bend your front leg. Walk your right hand out now and take it into half moon pose. Navel radiating. Inhale. Exhale, bring it all in and down. And then inhale, bring it back out. Can I find that space from my navel radiation? And then just stay there holding, finding that flow through the navel center. And then exhale, hand to the mat into a standing splits type of a scenario. Doesn't have to be full split. Inhale, and now exhale, navel radiates. You bring everything towards the navel. So I'm going to bend my standing leg, bend my back leg, bend my elbows, and then inhale, open from the navel. Exhale, condense into my navel. Inhale, expand from my navel. A couple more rounds. And then release that leg down behind you. So you're in humble warrior again, except your hands are done on the floor. And then from your back leg, feel that propulsion going through the pelvic floor, the ovary, the kidney, bringing yourself up into warrior one. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale. Inhale 6, exhale 6. And on your next exhale, hands to the heart in prayer. Gently step back. Step forward, into standing. Take a moment and feel. Notice where's the energy in your body right now. Inhale, float arms up. Exhale over Uttanasana. Inhale up. With the head, exhale from your navel back to plank. Pour the weight onto your right arm. Take your left arm up. And can you find that play now however you like to? We did some suggestions on the first side. You can either match it or do your own thing. But just start playing with that navel radiation between your left arm and your navel. And then your left leg and your navel. And then from the navel, left hand to the mat, left leg up into three-legged. Feel that sense of the connection. How's your eyes doing? And then inhale, bring your left leg through to warrior one. Exhale, float the arms down behind you, clasp the hands, and change the clasp of your hands so it's the opposite way. Inhale, lift, navel radiation as you exhale, all limbs. What's condensing? Take it up and down a few more times. Inhale, chest, belly, exhale, belly, chest. Let the eyes be a part of it. Your intention, your clarity. Windows to your soul. Stay down. Inhale 6, exhale 6. Can your eyes be alive without grabbing? Can they be soft without being glazed? It tells us about our intentions here. Can I have an intention without grabbing for an attachment? Can I have an intention with full commitment without being soggy about it? Release your hands to the small of your back. Float the arms down. Left hand to the inside, straighten the inside of your left foot, straighten your left leg. And now take your navel radiation triangle pose. Just let you play for a little bit, navel radiating however you want to triangle. You just might want to stay there. You can match what we did on the first side or find something new. Paying attention though to the pelvic floor, moving down into the legs, the gonads, kidneys, adrenals, informing the light in your eyes. When you're ready, walk your left arm forward. I'm running into some things here, so I'm into Ardha Chandrasana. So bring it on in for navel radiation. Inhale back out. Okay, you can do your own thing here. I gave you some suggestions on the first side, but you can play around. Arms straight, arms bent. Stillness. Participation of eyes and rotation. When you're done, exhale. Come into your standing split position. Inhale, exhale, bring it all in, bend that standing leg, bend your gesturing leg, bring it all in, condense it in. Inhale through all the limbs, 2 hands, 2 feet, head and tail. Repeat that a few more times. It's my full expression today. In yoga class, I say, the full expression of the pose. Well, whose full expression would that be? Some book or you right here, right now? You right here, right now is the one we're interested in. It's always the full expression of the pose if you're fully present. Exhale, release your leg back behind you into the warrior 1 position. Your body's forward still. And from that back foot, that kidney point, all the way to your bottom foot, all the way up, let that feed and inform and bring your body up to warrior 1. Inhale, top to bottom. Exhale, bottom to top. Hands to the heart in prayer. Inhale, exhale. Walk that back foot forward, stand. Keep your eyes soft, awake, vibrant, and feel your own energy. Great, let's come in for a little Uddiyana Bandha now. If you don't want to do Uddiyana Bandha, there's other things to do. You can just take if you're not doing Uddiyana because you've got so much upward energy and your fire's bright, like a goddess pose or a nice deep squat here is one that will be more descending in energy. That's an idea. So legs hip distance apart. Inhale, exhale all the air out, and then draw the abdomen up. So now I've taken in that nourishment. I've exhaled, and now I'm going to really actively bring that bottom up in. I'm going to bring up my stuff into the fire I've already created. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure, I think pretty much everybody does. Inhale, exhale all the air out, and then draw the abdomen up. I'm not holding my stomach. I'm not trying to make a six-pack. Inhale, go at your own pace. Exhale, draw the abdomen up. I'll get a little closer to the camera. So again, as I let my belly be really soft, don't be afraid of having a nice soft belly as you release. There's really no good camera angle here. I need someone to run camera for me. Exhale, and then draw the abdomen up. I'm not gripping and trying to make my muscle definition happen. I'm still soft, as I'll show you. I'm still soft in there. Once I start talking, I have to engage my muscles to form words. And now let's play with this a little bit. Now feel free, if this is new to you, just keep doing that or take a break at any time. Inhale and exhale, and now just draw it up to that right channel. So I'm going to feel my right kidney, my right adrenal, feeling that suction up through the right, through my right leg, pulling that energy up from the earth from my right side. And then as I inhale, I release it. Again, exhale, pulling it up through my right. You can play with your right hip there if it helps you find it. That's your right gonad, your right kidney helping. And then take a moment and take a break. Because you've been down there a while. Relax your shoulders. Shake it out. Put some space in there. And now let's do the left. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. And draw it up through the left. Keep repeating on your own. Inhale, exhale all the air out. Draw the abdomen up on the left channel. Great. Finish the round you're on, then come to standing. Take the load off. Sometimes it can be a little intense with the shoulders. And now we talked about how the kidneys have those little tubes of mini kidneys on each side of the notochord. So now I'm going to play with the idea of suctioning everything into the mid channel and then pulling it away to the outside channel. Now, I don't know if I can get my body in a way you can actually see this with the camera because I'm kind of small. I'm going to get everything to the middle, then spread it out. It's hard to do and talk. I'm just going to try to demonstrate. I can't really get my body in a way that will let me do it. So anyway, you're finding that tube, and then you're spreading it out, and finding that tube, and then spreading it out, okay? If I move my body in a way, the camera can't see it. So now we're moving our kidney. We're hugging that sense of lateral and central as we play with the fire here, as we tend to our fire. I can't get them both in the same angle. Anyway, play. And when you're done playing, stand. Take a moment and feel. Great. I'll finish the round you're on. Good. Now inhale, float the arms up. Exhale over Uttanasana. Inhale back up. Can you find that fire, that line of energy, that brightness from your navel center adrenals out through your eyes as you exhale, sliding it back to plank one more time, and this time lower down. Half push-up or chaturanga from that central channel of light, up dog or low cobra, and that central channel of light back to down dog. Right leg up into three-legged, open the hips to Crankasana, and maybe even feel yourself, not by the light spilling out of your belly, but because of the light inside you, supporting you. Maybe flip that dog over. So I'm not feeling I'm losing my energy out my front body. I'm feeling supported by my legs and my back body here. And then flip it back. And then bring your leg through to pigeon pose. Now, again, finding that sense of space. You've got your guts in the middle, your navel center, wherever that is for you. We discussed, where is it? Can I find the support of my kidneys and my adrenals and that line of energy that we just traced with Uddiyana Bandha? As I inhale, 6. Exhale, 6. Draw the abdomen up. You can leave out the drawing of the abdomen if you like. Can I find that sense of connection? If my eyes are closed, can I feel my internal vision awake? Can my head be part of the equation? So it's just not this hanging ball, but it's involved. Present. Maybe not driving the bus, but present. And inhale, bring your body up. From that navel support, slide back into down dog. Inhale, 6, exhale, 6. Left leg eventually will go up into three-legged. Open the hips without leaking everything out the front. Feel everything inside, right in that central channel, that light. And from there, around that, you feel the kidney adrenals spiraling as you might flip that dog. I've leaked nothing here. I'm still myself. I'm clear with my intention and my direction, and I take myself back. And from there, from that navel, I feel the connection between my kidney, my navel, my knee into pigeon. And from here, I'm finding that sense as I take any position of pigeon I like. Inhale, 6, exhale, 6. Where am I? See where you are, and then see where's the light? Where is my head? What role is my vision playing? Where might I be leaking my energy? Inhale, top to bottom, exhale, bottom to top. And slowly inhale, come up. Exhale, slide back to down dog. One more time. Slowing the breath down a little bit more. Allowing yourself a little bit more time to explore, to tend, to experience your energy, your fire. Can you make this fire in the belly a cozy hearth that you want to lie next to? Or is it something that's too cold, not doing the job? Or is it something that's burning you up? To make our fire that cozy hearth, I think that is the goal. Someplace we just want to curl up and be right next to. Come back down. And let's go ahead and lay on our bellies in crocodile pose. So allow the legs to splay out, one hand on top of the other, forehead on the top of your palm, at the top of your back of your hand. And as you inhale 6, exhale 6, just allow the floor, the graha, the gravity now that we talked about in the very opening somatization. Let that support now the navel. Let that support that fire. Allowing the earth, the digestive property of the earth, that which takes that we're no longer needing from us, says, yeah, okay, you're done. I can handle that. Give it to me. To support the fiery digestion in the navel. That coolness of the earth, balancing the fire of the belly. All right. Then slowly bring your legs together. Come in, up into Vajrasana. Do a little Mayurasana light. If you want to do Mayurasana, which is this position, and your legs go out, go right ahead. But the idea is you want to be there for some time. If you're not going to be doing anything with fists in the belly, then you can go back to that crocodile pose or flip onto your back and rest in Supta Baddha Konasana, or even legs up the wall. So a couple options here. One, if you're using fists, you take the fists into a nice warmed up belly. Inhale, and then exhale, you're going to dig the fist in and scoop it up a little bit and really feel that sense of allowing your fists to not be aggressive, but be there to shine a light on places that might be tight, or maybe it's hard for that fire to get in and melt some of the obstacles, but let it be a way to break up. Like when you're tending to your fire, sometimes you want to break up the big logs, so it's more coals, maybe something like that. You can either do it with your own fists. If your wrists bug you, you can also take a foam roller and lay on that foam roller. We have one right here. It still is awesome. It's not quite as targeted as the fists, but can be great if you don't want to put any pressure on your wrists, or just can be great just because it's great. You can also just roll up a blanket and have a little gentler experience for your belly by having a soft blanket here. It'll be less intense, but still effective. And if you have things like, this doesn't have much air, but I got it out of the toy bin at like a drugstore years ago. It was bigger then, it was 99 cents, but it still works as a belly ball. You can take yourself on one of these, which is pretty great. And you can, I kind of like this because you can roll around and get into those nooks and crannies. So now just stay here and allow this gentle pressure on the belly to help open up those nooks and crannies, to allow your perception of your own fire to grow, to allow some of those known and unknown obstacles to gently get broken up, to allow more free circulating fire here. We're going to stay here for at least another minute and a half. Looking at the time so I don't lie. Okay, great. And now you don't have to control the breath. You can if you want to, but it's really about, can I relax my guts a little bit more? Can I relax into this container, this support, this pressure? Can I relax into this pressure? Can I let it help open me? Okay, that's a minute and a half. So if you were in Mayurasana, light on the fists, inhale, come up to Vajrasana. If you were laying on your belly, just move the thing to the side. You can either come up to Vajrasana or just lay on your belly. Take a moment to feel the energy that you're feeling. Feel what's happening in your own self now. How's your energy flow? How is that cozy hearth of your navel center? All right. We're going to all move to our bellies now. Do some bow pose. If you want a more intense experience, you can take what you were laying on, if you were laying on a foam roller or a blanket or a ball, and do Dhanurasana on that. I'll demonstrate on the foam roller. The ball is a little tricky because it rolls a lot. This can be rather intense. Or you're just laying your belly flat on the floor. So to start, bend your right foot, heel into the right buttock, and just hold your right heel into your right buttock. So I could be just totally flat here, but I got the foam roller. And just inhale 6, exhale 6 here. Now this is plenty intense for me right now, so I'm going to move it. And just show this version. Allowing that breath to fill, support underneath my kidneys and my adrenals, so they're not doing all the work by yanking up here, breaking the back. Release. Take a moment, and then when you're ready, other side. Inhale 6, exhale 6 if you can. No need to draw the abdomen up right now. And release. Now, depending on what you're on, flat or on a round surface, take both. And then inhale, bring yourself up into bow pose. Now, if you're on a foam roller, your legs might be on the floor or something like that. If you're on a blanket, Don't worry about your position. Just allow yourself, can you let your belly relax into whatever you're on, even if it's the floor. Inhale 6, exhale 6. One more time. Inhale 6, exhale 6. And then inhale as you come down. Take a moment and feel. If you're on a roller now, remove it. That's plenty. We're going to go up to bow pose one more time and add the Bija Mantra Rum. We have not brought Bija Mantra in today, but now is the time. So go ahead and take your feet. Inhale up and exhale, either mentally or physically chant rum, rum, or you might be going rum, 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 rum on the exhale. So just keep rumming as many times as you rum until you need to breathe in again, and then inhale, and then repeat, keep chanting rum until I tell you just to come down. So I'm just going to do my own thing here. Rum, 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 rum. Rum, 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 rum. Rum, 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 rum. And on your next inhale, come on down. Crocodile pose. And then gently roll over onto your back. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the side for Supta Baddha Konasana. Your hands can be tending to your fire in where the gonads are, up a little higher for where your kidneys are, or maybe on your small intestine. No counting of the breath now, just allow your body to breathe. Let the fire just be the fire right now. And just let the fire glow, be that cozy hearth, your light. Just be with it. Slowly release. Bring knees together, knees into the chest, arms out to the side in a letter T or cactus pose. Reminiscent of that first knee drop we did from the kidneys. Inhale, and then exhale, slowly lower your knees over to your left, head to the right. Inhale back up for about 4 or 6. Exhale over to your right for 8 or 12. Or somewhere in there. So your exhale will be about twice as long, up to twice as long as your inhale now. And just notice how you're experiencing your navel center now. Navel radiation, kidney adrenal, something else, prana and apan. The next time your knees are over to the left, just stay there. Inhale for 6, exhale 8 or 12. And if you don't want to count at this point and just do some breath flow in, breath flow out, that's also fine. It might be time for you in your practice to think less about the breathing pattern. And notice, are you still going top to bottom? Or has your breath now switched from bottom to top or something else? Don't worry about changing it. Just notice where it is. Can you feel that pelvic floor supporting the gonads? The kidneys underneath the adrenals supporting the navel fire, moving up to support the heart, the throat, the third eye. One more breath. Exhaling when you're done, and then inhale, come back to the center. Either hug knees to chest or feet flat on the floor, knees to the ceiling. Maybe knees knocked together for constructive rest or mini shavasana, but just take a symmetrical pose, one where you can access and enjoy the sensation of your own energy. Bring the knees back up, arms out to the side, and exhale, lower the knees over to the right, head to the left, reclining twist. Allowing this fire to be that which softens the ego, that which helps break down and digest obstacles into usable parts that can be then assimilated as nourishment. That which provides a foundation to experience and radiate true unconditional love. And intuition. And the remembrance of who you really are. What you really want. And what you're really doing here. And go ahead and inhale, bring your legs back to the center. Hug knees into the chest for a moment. Bring your head towards your knees. Feel that navel radiation into the middle of your fire. And as you inhale out from your navel, can you radiate through all 6 points? And then just take a few, exhale in towards the navel and inhale out. It can be as big or as small as you want to, but just acknowledge the pathways of your own fire. your tongues of flame. Clasp the hands over your head, palms away into reverse lock. Extend long through your legs, through your heels, toes in a little flex position. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Draw the abdomen up. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Draw the abdomen up. 1 more time on your own. I'll just talk you through in case you need it. Otherwise, just do your thing. Inhale. Exhale all the air out. Draw the abdomen up. And then release your arms down by your sides into Shavasana. Get comfortable in your Shavasana. Now just watch the rise and the fall of your belly. Don't try to control the breath now, for right now. Just let that rise and fall of the belly be you watching that beautiful fireplace. If you're watching a bonfire or a fireplace or even a candle. And as you watch that fireplace, whether it's with your mind's eye or just your experience, notice any sensations that watching that fire brings to you. Any sensations, whether they're fear, safety, pleasure, pain. Let all sensations be welcome here. And if you hear the Bija mantra of Ram, the sound of that living fire, allow that to move through your body, your nervous system.
to experience the light of who you really are, your life force, your prana. Your essence. Bask now, just bask. Welcome to stay there longer. We'll move up into a pranayama meditation practice. If you'd like to take more time in Shavasana to digest the practice, please do so. Otherwise, take a deep breath in and release. You can gently wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit to find the edges of your brand new physical, mental, emotional, vibrational body. Slowly roll your head from side to side to side, just feeling your brain soft and balanced. And when you're ready, gently roll onto one of your sides into a loose fetal position. And just gently push yourself up into a comfortable seated position for a little pranayama and meditation. Go ahead and start by finding your comfy position. Feeling that sense of space, again, at the pelvic floor and tail. Pubic bone, right sit bone, left sit bone, tailbone. It's the bottom of your kunda, the bottom of that navel center perhaps. Second chakra on top of that, third chakra. And from here, let's begin Kapalabhati. So inhale through the nose and then exhale the air forcefully out the nose in 1 second. And the energy is pumped in and out via the navel center. So the belly is what's moving that breath out. So keep your face as relaxed as possible, your shoulders as out of the picture as possible. And just feel that sense from the belly. Carry on. And inhale. Hold the breath. Get your little Mula Bandha here. Drop the chin slightly. Just feel that energy building in the belly, in the navel center, in the torso. And when you can't hold the breath any longer, slowly exhale out of both nostrils, Ujjayi breath. Just notice how it's changed, how you've changed. You might also be noticing how you've stayed the same. No greater than or less than. One more round of Kapalabhati. When you're ready, inhale and exhale forcefully out of the nose without blowing anything out. And inhale. Slight Mula Bandha. Drop the chin slightly. Hold the breath as long as you can. Try not to strain, but give yourself a chance to release and relax into holding the breath. So don't clamp down to hold it. Let yourself relax into the expansion of that holding of the breath. So the longer I hold the breath, can I relax my body more? Can I make more space in there for my breath? Exhaling, of course, whenever you need to. And after you've exhaled all your air out, just take a moment and just feel that breath slide in and slide out. We move into some rounds of alternate nostril breathing. Now I will talk you through it. If you know alternate nostril breathing, just go ahead and begin. The idea with this particular use of alternate nostril breathing is to warm up your breath. So exhale all your air out. Inhale Ujjayi through both nostrils. We'll start with the left nostril. So block the right and exhale out of your left as long as you can. Then inhale through your left as long as you can. Block both, hold the breath as long as you can. Then exhale out of your right as long as you can. Inhale through the right as long as you can. Hold the breath as long as you can. If you know this pattern, carry on, ignore me. For those that need it again, exhale all the air out. Inhale through your left nostril, hold the breath. And then exhale out of your right. Inhale through the right. Hold the breath as long as you can. It may not be very long, it might be quite long. And then exhale out of your left as long as you can make it. From there, inhale through your left as long as you can make it. Hold the breath as long as you can. Exhale out of your right as long as you can make that exhale. Inhale through the right as long as you can make it. Now carry on for a few rounds. For those of you that find counting the breath helpful, please feel free to do that. You don't have to count. The idea of just expanding your inhale capacity, expanding your exhale capacity, and expanding your retention capacity, just stretching out those muscles of the breathing. Allowing your awareness to relax into that expanded reality. As my breath capacity gets bigger, can I also get bigger? More relaxed, more willing. Take as much time, but finish the round that you're on. And then return to normal breathing, experiencing your energy. Feel that light of your fire, whether you're experiencing it in your navel center or somewhere else. Wherever you're feeling your biggest light. Invoke the essence, the energy of Saraswati prior to this practice. To bring in the wisdom and the support of the Bija mantras. The unconditional love and acceptance of awakening to a bigger reality for ourselves. We'll stay there with that energy, whatever that means to you. I'm going to do a little invocation. Om Natwa Saraswati Devim Shudangunyam Karomyaham Paninya Praveshaya Lagu Siddhanta Kamudim. Now bring your attention to the base of your spine and then below. Let's just say that this is where the Kundalini or your life force might be dormant. And a gentle alarm clock, a gentle awakening, as you just repeat the Bija mantra, Hum, below your pelvic floor, below your tailbone. Gently, lovingly awakening the light of who you are, that which pierces your stuff, that which shines a light on a bigger point of view. And when you feel that energy awakened enough to pierce through the root chakra, that yellow square, let that energy now reside at the root with the Bija mantra of the root chakra, Lam. Repeating Lam, however quickly or slowly as you need to, as not as you need to, but as it presents itself to you, letting the energy dictate the practice, not your brain. This is the element of earth. When you are complete there, and you may not be complete by the time I give the next instruction, so please stay with your own process. Feel that Kundalini, that snake, that representation or experience of your own life force that was there before you were even a body, traveling up until you reach Svadhisthana chakra, your second chakra, in her own abode, the place where the water element resides. An ocean blue circle with a white crescent moon, perhaps, surrounded by 6 petals. The Bija mantra, Wam. Feel the vibration of the water element with Wam, balancing all that is water in you. When you're complete there, feel that energy rising up towards Manipura chakra, city of gems, the seat of the fire at your navel center. Perhaps you'll see a red triangle with its apex pointing upward around a circle around it with 10 petals. Mentally repeating the Bija mantra of the fire element, Ram, balancing all that is fire inside of you. Stay there longer if you like. If you're not done, if you're ready to move upward a little bit more, reaching the heart chakra, Anahata, 4th chakra, the seat of the air element, visualizing 2 smoky gray interlocking triangles encircled by a 12-petaled lotus. In the intersection of those triangles, you may see your individual flame of your jiva, your individual soul. Repeating the bija mantra of the air element now. Yum. Its vibration, its rhythm, guiding you. I'm willing to know a deeper rhythm. Balancing all that is air in you. Moving upward into the Vishuddha Chakra, the Shuddhi ether, the base of the throat. Sky blue circle surrounded by a 16-petal lotus. The space or ether element, hum, vibration, balancing, experiencing all that is space in you. Feel free to stay there longer. Next stop, energy moves up. Eyebrow center, the forehead, Agnya chakra, sixth chakra. This is the realm of the mind. Yellow triangle surrounded by a circle with a bright white flame enclosed in the triangle. Outside the circle, there are 2 petals. And the bija mantra here is Soham, balancing all that is mind in you. You can stay there longer if you like. Otherwise, moving up to Sahasrara, the crown chakra. Which is you call it the abode of the primordial spiritual master, pure consciousness. All colors, forms, shapes dissolve, for it is beyond the realm of mind and therefore beyond the realm of imagination. So even visualizing might just be not helpful for you to experience this energy. Here the bija mantra would be Hamsa. Now we'll do some pranayama, keeping your vibration at the top, blocking your right nostril, inhaling through the right, the bija mantra yum of the air element. Keep repeating yum, yum, yum as you inhale through your left nostril, block both, continue to repeat yum, 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 and then exhale out of your right nostril as many times as you can. Visualize a smoky color, and during this retention, feel your entire heart region filled with the air element, drying out all the toxins, impurities, obstacles known and unknown, just drying it all out, all that moisture that keeps those obstacles, those constructs alive in you. And as you exhale all that dampness out of your right, and finish, take a moment and just feel all those obstacles ready, lifeless right now. The moisture of life dried out. In the next round of pranayama, you'll be inhaling through your right nostril, the bija mantra of Ram, adding fire now to those dried matchsticks of obstacles. So inhale Ram, Ram, Ram through your right nostril. It doesn't have to be that fast. Hold the breath, retain the breath, really repeating the bija, lighting that fire, burning out those obstacles known and unknown, those constructs. And then as you exhale, hold that as long as you possibly can with the bija, and then exhale out of your left nostril, blowing out all the ash of that burned material, and then stay there and feel. On the final cycle, blocking your right nostril, inhaling through your left, feel some nectar, some moisture, some new nourishment coming down from the crown with the bija mantra of water, Vam. Inhaling through the left, hold the breath, hydrating all those dry tissues with new information, with your new now, known and unknown. Hold it as long as you can, letting all those dry tissues suck that nourishment in. And then as you exhale out of your right, exhaling, feeling yourself nourished, hydrated. That divine nectar filling your body. Take a moment and experience what's going on with you or nothing. Bring your attention back to the crown and your kundalini piercing back down through your crown chakra. Reconnecting with your third eye, chakra of mind, newly recalibrated, balanced. Moving downward into the throat. Moving down into your heart. Moving down into your third chakra, Manipura, navel center. Moving down into your second chakra, the water element. Down into the root chakra, pelvic floor. And then going down below the root, curling around into a coil 3.5 times to rest at the base below your spine. I'll leave you here in meditation for a bit. We'll be back at 10 till 4. I'm going to end the meeting, and then you can rejoin the meeting. That way I can give my computer a chance to cool off. Namaste.